Round 12 kicked off on Friday night with a local derby between the Sydney Swans and Sydney University at the SCG. The Swans got off to the better start when Brandon Jack and Dean Towers kicked the first 2 goals of the game before the students responded to head into quarter time only 6 points behind. After losing experienced playmakers Craig Bird and Dan Robertson to injury in the first quarter, Jack did his best to keep the scoreboard ticking along early in the second. But the students began to get on top in the midfield, where they capitalised up forward with a string of 4 in a row for an 11-point lead at the major break. The floodgates opened after half-time as Jacob Derricks bagged the first of the third as the students continued to inflict pain on their opponents. They booted 7-1 for the quarter to blow the margin out to 47 points by three-quarter time. Led by NEAFL representative Matt Rawlinson with 31 disposals and 14 clearances, the students rammed home the advantage in the last with another 5-0 for a 75-point victory. On Saturday, Ansley hosted Redland in a battle for 6th place at Allen Ray Oval, and it took less than a minute for Bombers captain Tom Salter to register the opening goal. Nick Salter soon responded with a snap at the other end as the Tricolours went into the first break with a 1-goal advantage when he converted another from a tight angle. Josh Bennett dribbled through a goal to start the second, but it only served to kick the Bombers into gear. They booted the last 5 goals of the quarter to swing the momentum in their favour for a 22-point lead at half-time. They extended their lead to 31 in a low-scoring third term, but the Bombers could have been further in front if they didn't spray 1-10 to 1-1. But the Tricolours couldn't mount a comeback in the last as Redland ran out 33-point winners for their 3rd consecutive win. Across the border in Queensland, Gold Coast and Brisbane fought it out at Coorparoo with both sides desperate to get back on the winners list after an injury-ravaged season. Aaron Hall got the Suns off to the perfect start and Tyrone Downey made it 2 in a row after 10 minutes. Sam Mays made his presence felt early with the next 2 goals before Keegan Brooksby handed the Suns a 10-point lead at quarter time. Hall started the second with another major as the match continued its seesawing affair. The Lions got within 4 points midway through the term, but a string of 4 in a row from Gold Coast opened up a 28-point advantage. May's third on the stroke of half-time made it a 17-point deficit and his 4th closed the gap to 11 early in the third. But another purple patch of 4 in a row from the Suns, including another from Hall, threatened to break the match open until the Lions responded late in the term to give themselves a chance. The margin was reduced to 20 when Mays had his 6th at the 9-minute mark, but it was one of the Suns' best players in ruckman Zach Smith who sealed a 24-point win with the last goal of the game. The Aspley and Southport clash at Graham Road turned into a battle of the full forwards between Eddie Sansbury and Jack Anthony. The Hornets had the opportunity to jump back into equal first place in the ladder, and Sansbury's first of the afternoon was the home side's 3rd in a row to start the game. Anthony's opening major reduced the margin to 8, but Sansbury returned fire late as the Hornets went into quarter time with a 12-point lead. They again had the better start in the second with the first 2 goals before the Sharks rallied with 3 of the last 4 to head into the main break, trailing by only 11. Anthony broke a run of 5 goals in a row, but the Hornets were in full control at three-quarter time, kicking 7 of the final 8 goals of the quarter for a match-winning 46-point lead. Anthony kicked 4 goals in the last to finish with 7 for the afternoon, while Sansbury bagged 6 to guide his side to a 48-point win. In a round highlighted by full forwards, all eyes were on champion Thunder player Darren Ewing when the Territory hosted Eastlake at TAO Stadium. The popular figure entered the match 1 goal shy of 400 majors, but Eastlake were keen to crash the party when they started the match on fire with the first 2 goals.
Up he gets, drops it on the left boot, goal!
In a free-flowing first quarter, Ewing's moment finally came at the 32-minute mark when star midfielder Richard Tambling delivered a pinpoint pass.
32 minutes gone. Darren Ewing on 399 goals, goes with the left boot, kicks at the goals and he gets it. Super goal for a super player. Take a bow, Darren Ewing. They come from everywhere and he deserves it.
It opened up a 25-point lead at quarter time for Thunder, but Eastlake reduced the margin to 7 when captain coach Ben Wade and Rising Star nominee Nick Fothergill had 3 goals between them after the first 5 minutes of the second. A classy snap from Tambling restored the momentum for Thunder heading into half-time as the home side found an extra gear after the break. After Thomas Motlop registered his first of the night, man of the moment Ewing showed his versatility with a goal from the pocket.
Goes for goal, kicks and looks good. It looks really good. Kicks his second for the match.
Thunder kicked 3 goals to 1 in the third and saved their best till last with a further 6 goals to 1 to run out 67-point winners. NT Thunder moved into equal third with Sydney on the ladder, 2 games behind the UWS Giants and Ansley, who share top spot. Redland created some breathing space in 6th following their important win over Ansley. To next week's games, and Blacktown will host a doubleheader on Saturday when Sydney University battles Gold Coast at 10:45 and the Swans face the Giants at 2 p.m. Redland and Ansley go head-to-head at Tipbowl Park, with NT Thunder hosting Brisbane in an AFL curtain raiser at TIO Stadium. Eastlake and Ansley finish off the round with a clash at Star Track Oval. Keep up to date with all the news at NEAFL.com.au. Find us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and track all the live scores and champion data statistics on our official NEAFL app.